Well, thank you so much for coming and taking a
Pleasure.
pew. I know how busy you are. We're in the middle of Heart and Soul.
Don't confuse it with hard work, Sarah.
But I really appreciate you coming and taking a pew. And I know we've only got a few minutes,
Yep,
but
pleasure.
in this few minutes, I know that something that's really important to you is the issue of homelessness.
Yep.
I wanted to hear from you a little bit about Fresh Start and
Yeah.
some of your thoughts on how we begin to eradicate this really awful travesty.
Yeah. Fresh Start was a charity which I with others, but I kind of took the lead in it at the time, founded in 1999. It's a charity that helps people who have been homeless make a home for themselves. Discovered that if you are homeless, very dispiriting, very demoralising experience. But even if you do get the key for a flat, turning that property into your home, where are you going to get pots and pans? Where are you going to get bed linen? How are you going to get towels? So a simple idea of providing starter packs, and it suddenly grew. People suddenly responded to it. People in the churches throughout Edinburgh suddenly responded. So every Sunday, people come to church with their hymn book, with their Bible, with their collection, and with something for Fresh Start. It's all gathered together, brought to our depot, and we turn it into starter packs. Simple, but what a difference it makes.
That's make a huge difference.
Yeah.
And I know that in Stirling,
Yep.
there's Startup Stirling, which is a charity that grew from Fresh Start.
That's right. We've given birth, as it were. We have lots of little daughters starter packs throughout the country. 15, 18 at the last count. I confess I've lost count.
That's brilliant. No, I know in regards to food banks, one of the things that we are quite keen with the Church and Society Council and the Church of Scotland has identified that, food banks are great and the generosity is to be commended, but as a sustainable response to food insecurity, it's not a good thing.
No.
What are your thoughts on how we actually move past handing things to people, which we need to do because we can't have people be hungry, but how do you deal with food and housing insecurity over the long term?
The food banks provide a very important service for a particular point in somebody's life. For most people, homelessness is a very difficult stage, excuse me, but they do emerge out of it. The bigger picture clearly involves priorities, political priorities. We're at the level of homelessness that we were 20 years ago in Scotland. I've got all sorts of facts and figures, but that's where we are. And I'm quite keen to engage with the government, Scottish Government, with local councils, because clearly we need to do things better. We need to be much more, we need to work in partnership much better. And I have one or two ideas to share with the government folk as to how that might happen. And I think it can happen.
I know it can happen, and I think we hear often that we need to. It's not about the money that we have, but who's in the queue, who's first in the queue. And so, good luck this year, and go well. And thank you for taking a pew.
My pleasure.
Cheers.